So I'm driving right, and then Darren calls over the radio and says, "Hey, the trailer's fucked." And so I come back, and he's right. Good morning. Day 17. Is it 17?
Yeah.
Day 17. It is 5:30 in the morning. Sun's not out yet. Clouds are there. It even rained at night. A little bit, but it did. Which is okay, as long as it doesn't rain when we're wrestling our tires on and off the buggy. Fly, get off. Well, where did we leave you on the last episode? We had
a bit of a problem.
We had a bit of a problem. We didn't have a wheel.
This is what's inside. This is what's inside our rear wheels. And
We went through 3 of them.
3. Yep. So we, as you can see,
Look at that patch.
we attempted a patch, which
And it works. Ooh,
yeah, it's actually stuck.
it did stick.
So that might work.
Now, whilst we were doing that, yep, 5:30 in the morning, day 17.
Cool thing for like, you know, like,
Yeah, you can go swimming like this. It's very safe.
yes. Oh, that seems to be stuck.
That's better.
Yeah. So there was that, and then
Well, whilst we were doing that, we realized that there has to be something wrong with the tire because, I mean, it shredded 3 tubes within, 2 kilometers. And so we were like, well, we do have a spare tire. Let's see if we can pop that one on. And then we noticed that it says tubeless on the tire. And the rims are the same rims as the front ones, which do have tubeless tires. So Darren had a genius idea. Should we try to just wrestle the tire on and get it onto the bead and see if we can inflate it as a standard tubeless tire? And so we did. We wrestled it on, and there was a little bit of a gap, but it was pretty close actually. So we tried the good old brake cleaner and fire trick because we tried to inflate it with a little thumper with the ARB compressor, and it's just not enough pressure, and it just leaks out of all the gaps around the bead. But yeah, you spray a little bit of a spray, and then light it up, and it just does poof, and it locked onto the bead. If you haven't seen that technique, here is what it looks like. And
whoa, there we go.
Ta-da! A wheel with a tire
And pressure.
and air in it. So that's where we are. This is our last sort of hacked up. Is that a hole in it, or is it just dirt?
Where? It's just water. Yeah, it's just a drop of water.
All right. So this is our last
This is our
tire. What
this last tire, basically.
Yeah, but
We do have the tube.
we now have a very professionally repaired tube.
So we're up super early. Try and make some progress back from yesterday.
We've done 100 kilometers yesterday, and we're aiming for 300 a day.
Yeah, we've still got 1,000 to go.
Well, 1,000 to Leverton, and then another 1,000 to Perth.
Yeah, at least that's on a road.
At least civilisation, yes, that's a road. So, all right, so we managed to do that, bloody like 10 p.m. midnight yesterday next to the campfire. But hey, we got it done. We even employed a good old tarp, so we actually don't have sand all over the bead. Where's the microphone here? Come back. Darren is attempting to fix the exhaust because he doesn't like the blub 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 blub.
I'm all about fuel efficiency, mate.
Yes, we did pop out the exhaust pipe from the rear cylinder, so we just need to pop it back in.
Yeah, the mallet.
And yes, the sleeping mallet. If you guys don't know what a sleeping mallet is, watch the previous episode.
Mallet, please.
All right, we'll pack up. Our coffee machine died, so we don't have cappuccinos anymore, but we do have long black. Yeah. If you like long black, I don't hold it against you, but cappuccinos are better. Darren is malleting.
Bush repairs, you gotta love them.
Yeah. There's nothing that a mallet, a zip tie, and a piece of duct tape can't fix, hey?
Exactly.
Alright, we'll get this done, pack up, have some caffeine, brekkie, and get on the road. We'll see you guys there. Darren, say goodbye.
See you later.
I'm just teasing him.
Now.
Huh?
Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Right, Mallet, come on. Well, this is becoming a little bit of a familiar sight. So we made it about 1 kilometre, and then I realised that I had no brakes. So
Who needs brakes?
who needs brakes when you're driving this track? You can see there that brake line in front of the shock. We've found a big sort of tear in that, so we are going to try and either patch that up with some rubber or some JB Weld type.
Combination of all.
Or a combination of all. But we've got brake fluid at least, so we're going to attempt to repair that and get on our merry way again. But yeah, we literally made it, I would say, less than 1 kilometre from camp.
Oh, look at this. I had no idea. So this is we're not sponsored by them, but this is a JB Weld stick. I've got all of them pretty much they make, because they make ones for water tanks, they make ones for fuel tanks, they're different. This is for steel. It basically, it's like welding almost. It's not as strong, but it literally binds with the metal surface and becomes pretty much as hard as steel. Like you can actually sand it, or what's the word? Grind it off. Like it really gets hard. I had no idea when you open it and crack it open, it's got different colors inside. It's almost like I want to eat it. Anyway, so you just need a piece of that, and then put this one back in its home so we can use it later. It doesn't dry out. And then you take that one, take this old part off, and then you just knead it. And when it becomes really sort of nice and pliable, like a Play-Doh, then we're gonna wrap it around the brake line, and then we're gonna cover that with the piece of tube that we Darren cut out, and then we're gonna put a couple of whatever these are. What are they called? They're not cable ties. They're pipe.
Yeah.
Ring.
Can't remember. I just grabbed them in bunning.
Yeah, those.
Hose clamps.
Hose clamps, that's the ones. So we've got a few different sizes, and we'll see which one will fit over. I think we need a little bit bigger one because I'm going to put a decent chunk. But yeah, have a look. This is nice and pliable now. And this takes, well, it doesn't say, some time to harden. But we're not going to care much because pretty sure that we can apply enough pressure with the clamps and the rubber.
Be on our way.
But yeah, this one's ready to go.
Yeah. Alright, there is our fix. Oh no, it's pissing out. Yeah, not pissing out. Okay, plan B.
Is it coming up?
So I'm joined on the track by Dr. Brake. Dr. Brake, run us through what you've done.
Look, I've been fixing brakes for 40 years by now, and we developed our own technique. So really it comes down to two options. One is you try to fix it with as many zip ties and pipe ties or whatever they're called, hose clamps, as you can, and if that doesn't work, you just cut the line and put a screw in it. Yeah. And now you have 3 brakes instead of 4, which means you're gonna be using less brake fluid. Yay! I
Well,
don't think that's how it works.
that's That's a fascinating technique, Dr. Brake.
Yeah, we never had any customer coming back complaining.
It's funny that, huh? Have any of the customers ever returned?
No.
No.
When you say that, interesting. I think they're so happy they never had to come back.
Oh, clearly.
But there's records next door, and they became really busy after we moved it.
Okay, so we are now going to attempt to drive a further few kilometers.
Crossing the Anne Beadell Highway, 1 kilometer at a time. Alright, that's it. Let's get going, and we'll see you guys at lunch, 200 kilometers that way. Definitely some bizarre looking trees and nature here. That is interesting. They're all fluffy and weird. Well, this is a familiar sight, isn't it?
Well, isn't it just?
But hey, we've done 150 k's at least. That's good. But it's getting pretty crazy here.
This is WA's storm coming in.
Yeah, there is an extreme storm in WA. I think we're just getting the tail of it, which means we're getting home.
Yay!
And
whoa,
there she goes. Alright, now we just need to add some pressure. I'll probably run a little bit higher pressure just so it stays on the rim. But hey,
gotta go dirty 30.
that's it. Alright, we'll bump it up and keep going. Well, it's going pretty crazy, but it's good time. Means we're going close to home. Ooh, a lot of sun. Finally, we got some sun. Oh, so we managed to get through the sandstorm. It didn't really get much worse. It was just dusty, sandy, and really, really windy. And Darren is celebrating because we are about to cross the South Australian, Western Australian border. Oh yeah! How happy are you?
I'm very happy.
Hello WA.
Welcome back.
So here, South Australia, other side, Western Australia. We're going to cross the we're going to cross the Salt Lake, and then we are going to find a camp which is about 10 kilometers from here in Western Australia. We love you, South Australia, but we also love home. And it's been a bloody long trip, and it's really good to be crossing the border back into our home state. We have done 5,215 kilometers so far. We are still about halfway across the Anne Beadell, and then there is more than 1,000 kilometers back from Laverton, but that's on road. So anyways, it's a good feeling, but we still have a lot ahead of us. This is the unnamed conservation park. So I reckon we should name it, because it's not named yet. So from now on, this will be known as the Off-Road TV Conservation Park. There you go, we named it. Now you guys need to change the sign, because now it's named. Alright, who was here? Anka of Australia, Wandering Hog Doctor, Dusty Roads, The Red Sands Adventure. Alright. So it's been 5 days since the last person here. There you go. Alright. We'll give a blurb here and put a sticker here, and then we'll get going to our camp. Alright, see you there.
So we've crossed the border. We're about 10 kilometers across the border now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we are going to get to the roadhouse. We're going to refuel.
What is the roadhouse called?
Oh, it's like, I want to say like Luca or something like that. Is it? Luca?
Something like that. Erkaluka.
Erkaluka.
We have to look it up.
Anyway.
We just see the sign for it and that makes us happy, and that's all.
That's the only place I want to get to.
Pretty much.
So yeah, we'll get there tomorrow, we'll refuel, and we'll pick up a few bits and bobs as we always do.
Alright, this is where our campfire will be. Y62. What happened today? Nothing.
Nah, all good. All quiet on the Y62 front.
Yes, hopefully it will stay like that.
Yeah, trailer.
Trailer
was good.
Trailer tried to collect some firewood along the way, but otherwise, yeah, trailer, except the light that fell off. Nothing else.
No.
That's good.
So if you see my leg on the track, you know, you're welcome to keep it.
Not Darren's actual,
Not
like
my
the
actual leg, but the trailer leg.
that thing.
It's
It's missing on the other side.
our jet boils no longer ignite.
Yeah, they don't. They work, but the ignition, the little sparky thing, doesn't do sparkies.
So we reckon they've both got dust in them.
Yeah, because it's the same on both, right?
Both doing the same things.
Buggy, well, yeah, so transmission we talked about. Tire, well, as you can see, flat again, but that's just because there's dust in the bead, and we will inflate that. Oh yeah, the rear mirror shook itself apart yesterday, but you guys saw when it happened, because we had it live. Otherwise, actually decent day.
No, we drove most of the day, so we made good progress.
Track was pretty bad up until about, I don't know, 2 hours ago, but it was like full on, wasn't it?
Yeah, the South Australian side, everyone told us it was rough, and yeah, it was rough.
It was rough. I think it's the, like, there's some nice sections, but how quickly an unexpected big holes, big rods, or big rocks come at you, you need to pay attention.
70% of that track is corrugations.
Yes.
And
Oh, the corrugations are horrible.
And you literally cannot switch off for a second, or you're
Nah.
gonna hit something.
No, I mean, you guys saw that. Everything is just falling apart on these.
But no, look, we did 100 kilometers yesterday in a day, and we've done 300 today, which is really good. We've got 635 to go to Laverton.
Is that it?
Yeah, I checked.
So
635. So we're more than halfway.
where's me? I'm here. Yes.
You're always there, mate.
So we're halfway.
We're more than halfway.
More than halfway. What day is it today?
Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday of some sorts. So
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, we should be in Laverton by Friday.
We should be. All things going well. Well.
Like if things go really well, if it's really smooth, we might even be in Laverton on Thursday. But
Yeah,
Friday's what we're aiming for.
We've been told the WA section is a lot better, so we'll see.
So yeah, tomorrow we'll stop by Roadhouse, refuel. Hopefully they have fuel, and then head to Laverton. Hopefully by Friday, and then day or two, day and a half to Perth. So we should get to Perth on Sunday lunchtime ish, and then back to work.
And then fix things.
Yes, many things to fix. Anyways,
Right.
we will see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye. Well, when your coffee machine dies, you can still have long black. Yes, that is a t-shirt. That's one of our first off-road TV t-shirts. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do. You want a fresh coffee in the morning? Gotta be creative. Yay. It's a mess, isn't it? Alright, coffee time. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 18. Feels like Big Brother now, doesn't it?
It does, actually.
Anyway, we had a good sleep, and well, this is a pretty cool site. We haven't seen anyone. We've done our morning checks of the buggy, and we're pretty much ready to head out. We're going to get to the station today and get fuel and supplies and a few other bits and bobs, and hopefully make some more good progress today like we did yesterday.
Dan was fixing his burn.
Yes. Incident 463 in the first aid book.
Of which 460 are exhaust pipe burns.
Yeah.
Like that one.
Every time we go near the engine of the buggy, you burn yourself, basically.
But there's a lot of tubes, and some of them is the bar work, and some of them is the exhaust. And when you're in a rush, trying to quickly save a bolt, you just wedge your hand in there, and then sometimes
the worst one is the full grip, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you think it's the rear bar, and you fully grip the exhaust.
Like when you're walking past and you step on one of these sharp grass or whatever it is, and you kind of like and you grab, and then
scoldings.
But track. Hopefully the track is better from here onwards. It was pretty bad going here. It was about 600 kilometers of severe corrugations.
Yeah.
Every single corrugation is bump up, bump down.
Yeah.
We measured down is about 1 every 20 to 25 centimeters. So if I'm not wrong, that's about 4 million bumps up and bumps down over 500 kilometers distance. So that puts in perspective what your car is going through.
Yeah. And to be honest, on some of those corrugations, the only way to get across them is to go faster.
Yeah, that's true.
If you go slow, you will literally rattle.
And I think that's why where's the sun? Anyway, I think that's why the track was so challenging, because like you try to go fast, but then the second you actually speed up and you go nice and fast, there's a giant hole.
Yeah, usually in the shade under a tree.
Or there's a turn, and you can see that there's a wall in front of you of trees and bushes, but you have no idea if it goes right or left. But we had yesterday a conversation and like trying to explain to people that don't know what Anne Beadell Highway feels like. It's you take a chair and strap a sledgehammer to it, turn it on, sit on it for an hour, then take a hammer, go to your garage and just smash random bit of your car, and then keep repeating that for a week.
Yeah. Or the other one I thought of was, those bucking Broncos that you hang on for dear life.
Yes.
That's what it's like being in the Y62 over some big bumps.
Especially the Simpson was like that.
Yeah.
That literally was like being on those. Yes.
Yeah.
But no, it's just like, you're thinking, oh, this is rubbish, it fell off my car and this wiggled off. It's surprising how well things are actually made, because, if you saw the slow motion, how much this is going through, it's crazy. So, including our human bodies.
Even my $14 toaster's still alive.
Yeah, that one is.
He looks a bit worse for wear, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
anyways, let's get on the road. Let's do some Ks and let's get to a slight bit of civilization.
We are 135.
135
from the
roadhouse.
The roadhouse in the middle of Anne Beadell. I promise by the time we get there we will learn how to pronounce that.
We should. I've got it here actually. Hang on a sec. I'll consult Wikicamps. It is the Ilkurulka.
Yeah, exactly. So even though we know what it's
double
spelled like.
Ilkurulka.
If you guys know how it's actually pronounced, leave it in a comment. We obviously a couple of dummies exploring the outback. But
pronunciation is not our strong point. I like the fact that this is the Spinifex, the land of the Spinifex people.
That is true.
That I can manage.
That is true. Spinifex.
Yeah.
Yes. Which is actually the grass, isn't it?
It is.
It's called Spinifex.
Yeah.
See how knowledgeable couple of dummies we are. Anyways, we'll get going and hopefully we'll see you in that roadhouse.
Cheers. Another day, another roadside, another jacked up buggy. So we popped the tyre popped the tube on the right hand side this time. So we plan on basically running this as a tubeless tyre, but when we got the tyre onto the rim and we put pressure into it, we realised that the actual rim itself has 2 holes in it, and they've probably been there forever and a day, and no one would ever notice because they're running tubes in it. So we need to fill the 2 holes, and then hopefully the tyre will hold pressure.
It's in a weld. Oh look. This obviously was fixed up because the weld is here.
Yeah.
So this was whole and it was just welded and fixed up. This is the actual weld.
Yeah.
Then when someone was welding the inner part on, they went too hot and welded through.
And you've got another one somewhere.
There's this one and that one.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's just the two.
We are, oh no, I'm going to have to say it again. We are 2 kilometres from El Gruta station, so there's a group of travellers behind us who are going to see whether they've got any tubes or any tyres, and they're going to give us a shout on the radio.
And don't laugh at us pronouncing it wrong, because
Yeah.
we've asked pretty much everyone we met, which wasn't many people, and everyone had different pronunciation, and they were very sure that's how it is.
It's the R in the middle that makes it tricky.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We'll ask them when we get there.
We'll ask them. So stay tuned, we'll see what happens. Alright guys, we have plugged the hole in the tyre. Now, if any of you saw our first attempt at plugging a tyre, and admittedly that was a huge hole in the side of the tyre, but we have done slightly better this
As
time.
Darren says, this is evolution.
This is evolution. We actually cut the end off it, but
Also, we don't have 16 plugs in there.
yeah, there's only one. It does look better. So there you go. We're going to see if this will hold pressure. We'll get to the station anyway.
Well, we made it to Ilkalka.
Did you ask her how to say it?
No.
I don't.
So apparently they're slightly
Out of unleaded.
So we were like, well, maybe we can order it and camp here for a couple of days. No, it takes at least a month. So we are going to basically see how far we can make it. We'll try to make it obviously all the way to Leverton. Now, that's the Y62 should do about 1,000 k's on its fuel tank, towing the trailer. Maybe even more, because it uses 25 liters 200. So that's 400 per 100 liters.
Yeah.
300 liters. So it should get close to 1,200, between 1,000 and 1,200 kilometers on a fuel tank. With a couple more jerry cans, that should get the Y62 to Leverton. The buggy, not really worried too much. I think that 2-3 jerry cans will probably get it there by now, because it's 550 k's. It does 250 on a jerry can. It's got half a tank in there, so 2 jerry cans will get the buggy to Leverton, and then we'll have another 3 or 4 jerry cans still for the Y62. So honestly, I'm pretty sure we'll make it to Leverton. If we don't, we've got 2 options. If we get close enough, we can keep a spare jerry can and not use it for the Y62, put it in the buggy and just drive the buggy to Leverton, get fuel, come back and get the Y62. Or if we run out of everything, obviously the closer we get, the easier we can call someone to come from Leverton and bring us fuel. But yeah, anyways, we'll probably drive for another couple of minutes, stop somewhere, nice place, have lunch, and then we'll have another easy 3 hours of driving. We probably average in 60-70, so we can probably do another 200 k's today, which means we'll have 300 k's for tomorrow, and that honestly we should be able to make it to Leverton by tomorrow night, which would be awesome, because that will be Thursday.
Yeah.
That will be Thursday evening, which means we could be in Perth on Saturday and have Sunday to sort of become humans again before we have to go perform the office duties. All right, we'll see you at lunch. So I'm driving right, and then Darren calls over the radio and says, hey, the trailer's fucked. The wheel on the trailer came off. And so I come back, and he's right. That is supposed to be there. Darren just went to pick up some of the pieces of the brakes. He doesn't know yet though. I'm about to tell him this actually might be not as bad as it looks, because the bearings are shredded. So we'll check it up and see if that's that, and if it is, then we'll just swap a new one and pick it. Right, let's see. What is that? So we did confirm that it was just the bearing that basically exploded. So we managed to lift it up on jacks. We had to use a couple of jacks, one other, just to get it up because there wasn't anywhere to put them. But we got that. We had to take off the brakes and the brake, the cover plate from the back, same as we had to do on the other side. If you guys don't know what happened to the other side, have a look at watch the Madigan Line season. It's one of the last episodes where we bent the axle, but that seems like so long ago. It was only like a week ago.
Yeah.
But anyways, yes, so we did confirm it was the wheel bearing that just exploded and the wheel just came off. So we managed to get the remaining piece of the wheel bearing off, which didn't really want to go, but it eventually did. And now we're just cleaning everything up. We do have a spare bearing, which is a genius from Darren to take one. And because without it, that wouldn't be fun. But yeah, so we're just gonna clean that up. Darren is just washing and cleaning the rear bearing that stayed there. Just need to clean this properly in because it's full of sand, and last thing you want is sand in your wheel bearings. Then we'll pack it with packing grease, which we have a tube of. Again, genius to take that. And we'll put the wheel back on and go find a camp.
Yes.
That way.
As I said to some people that just went past, hopefully we will live to drive another kilometre.
Well, Anne Beadell Highway, 1 kilometre at a time.
We live to fight another kilometre.
Exactly.
I think that's more like it.
That is. We're looking at that, yep.
Beadell Highway.
But there is a lesson, don't give up. We are still moving forward. Slowly and in parts, but we're still going that way. Laverton, how far is it? 500? 432. Almost there, almost there. Alright, we'll get it fixed and we'll see you guys at camp.
What's up, boy?
Welcome to our campsite. The lights are still flashing.
And the final resting place of the trailer.
The track is there. Like, that is the track here. So what happened? We were able to clean up all the bearings and put everything back together. The only thing we realized is that we have the wrong bearings. Well, we have the rear bearings.
Well, when I went to the shop, I asked for an inner and an outer, and they've given me two outers.
Not one inner, one outer. So
we're...
we have one inner, the one from the back of the wheel, but we don't have the one from the front that holds the wheel on, which is the more important one.
So we're kind of goosed at the moment.
Yeah, we jerry-rigged it in a way that, because the way the wheel hub works is a bigger hole on one side and smaller on the other side. That's how it goes on. We flipped it around, so the smaller hole goes onto the axle, and then we pack the bigger hole with the bigger bearing, and then we put another on it. That allowed us to get from there on the track here and off the track. So at least we are off the track and our trailer is actually standing on its wheels. Right now we're sort of thinking of, well, we're definitely staying here for tonight, but the question is, can we take the buggy, drive to town, get wheel bearing, come back, fix it and drive back to town? And also there is a broken down Hilux about 70 kilometers from here. It's a wreck, so we might want to call some mechanic and find out if maybe the wheel bearings or hubs from the Hilux would fit the trailer. But that's all story for tomorrow. Stay tuned, make sure you join the next episode to find out what happened.
Oh man, the Anne Beadell is taking it out of us.
So Anne Beadell
she is high maintenance.
Yes, she is. But look at the sunset.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyways,
That's cool.
We got plenty of supplies. There's nothing coming over us.
We do.
We're fine. So worst case, we'll get the trailer towed out, and that's that.
Look, on us though, if shit is the fan, we still have the buggy, or we can leave the trailer here and drive the Y62 out. So, like, we have ways out. We're not in any urgent emergency of anything, but it's definitely making it challenging to make it to the end of the trip. But hey, the challenge was to cross Simpson, wasn't it? So we done that.
It was. We just threw this in as an added extra.
Exactly. And still the challenge was to make it in the buggy, which the buggy is still sort of alive.
And if you're the people that we kept bumping into on the track, and every time you found us, we had something jacked up, then please watch to the end so you can know that we're still alive.
Yeah, because you probably won't see us again.
No, we've literally tagged them for 2 days solid. We see them, we get ahead of them, something breaks, they drive past us with something jacked up, we fix that, we drive past them again, and then every time they see us they wish us luck. But I think this might be the last time we see them, so thank you.
And every time we were passing them, they were eating something. Every time they were passing us, we were
and they were laughing.
wrenching something.
They were laughing and going, "Good luck, boys."
Yeah.
So,
anyways, look, it's still an adventure. It's still fun. It's definitely, what's the word?
Trying.
It is trying. It's an endurance thing, isn't it?
It's a marathon.
It gets to a point where you just want to give up, and then you just get another sort of.
It is frustrating though, because if we had that bearing, we'd be on our
one
way.
little tiny thing, and we'll be
on our way,
halfway to Laverton. But hey, it is what it is. If you guys go anywhere like this, take the right wheel bearings and few of them.
And check that you've got the right ones, because I just assumed the trailer guy gave me the right ones.
Yep, exactly.
And if you've got a trailer, take spare axles, because that's now twice.
Yes, that is true. Luckily that one is straight at least. And a spare hub. Honestly, spare axle, spare hub, a couple of bearings.
Yep, can't go wrong.
Alright, we're gonna pack it here, rest up, have a couple of fells just to relax, chill. There's really nothing else we can do here. And join us on the next episode to find out what happened.
See you guys.
See ya.